Now for scientific notation, we're going to look at how we're going to multiply with the scientific notation. So for example, I have 6 times 8 times 10 to the negative 4th. So this right here is really just one number. And that number, 6 times 10 to the negative, or 6 times 8 times 10 to the negative 4th, sorry, is really this. So this number right here is really just 0.0008. So what you could do is change scientific back to standard, okay? Now this part is optional. I do not prefer to do the standard part, but I want to show it to you in case that's something you're interested in. So you can change this to 0.008, then do your calculator. Sorry, there's kind of a glare here. I guess I don't need that. And you get 0.0048. Then you have to change that back to scientific, which means we need to put our decimal here. So this is 4.8 times 123 times 10 to the negative 3rd. So that's one way to do it. So I did that on a scrap piece of paper because that's the way I'm choosing not to do it. So I guess you can kind of leave that off to the side if you like. But the easier way is just to do 6 times 8. So that gives us 48 times 10 to the negative 4th. However, this is not technically scientific notation. So remember, when we did scientific notation in the previous lesson, we said that the number has to be between 1 and 10. Well, 48's a little too big. So what we need to do is just put the decimal in. So we can put 4.8 times 10, but that means we need to adjust that. So think of this. If we had normal 48 and we went 4 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, but we didn't want to start here. We didn't want to start here. We wanted to start here, so that means we only have 1, 2, 3 loops left. So I can adjust 48 times 10 to the negative 4th and just make it 4.8 times 10 to the negative 3rd, because there's only 3 loops now if I adjust my starting decimal. And look, that's what we had here also. So I just wanted to show you, you can leave it in scientific notation and just do some adjustments, or you can write it out in standard form, multiply with a calculator, turn it back into scientific. So either way, you will or should get the same answer. So let me show you the next one also. So to do this scientifically, we're just going to do 0.3 times 1.3. So 0.3 times 1.3 is 0.39. Sorry about the glare. So this is 0.39 times 10 to the 3rd. Now when you multiply scientific notation, you just multiply these first two numbers. This is not the distributive property. These aren't two separate numbers. That is really 0.3 times 1,300. This is just one number, so don't distribute. Okay, so this is what we have. Now, 0.39 times 10 to the 3rd. Remember, positive means go to the right. So we would go 1, 2, 3, but we don't want to start in front of the 3. We want our decimal to be here. So we want 3.9, which means we're taking a loop off, and we only need 2 loops. So 0.39 times 10 to the 3rd is the same as 3.9 times 10 to the 2nd. Again, remember the rule, that first number has to be between 1 and 10. But 0.39 is not between 1 and 10, it's too small. Now, if you want to do it the standard way, this is just keeping it in scientific notation, making a few adjustments. Keeping it the standard way, we would change this to the standard number. Then I would use my calculator, and I get 390, and then I need to make that scientific, so we know to put our decimal between the 3 and the 9, and we'd move 2 to the right, 1, 2, and we get 10 to the 2nd. And look, that's what we got scientifically also. So you can stay scientific and adjust, or you can go to standard, do regular multiplication with a calculator, and then rewrite your answer. So I'd like for you to try 3 and 4 on your own and then watch the next video and see if you got them right.